This is another one of those ships that I like, but I don't really play it that often. I also have a cat here joining me, so if you hear a meow throughout the video, that's why. But anyway, I have had this ship for like a good long while, like at least a couple of years now. It's actually one of the ships that I kind of put off getting for a while, mainly due to the fact that I'm just lazy. But I've also, once I did get it, I was like, oh, this ain't bad. But despite that, I still didn't play it very often. Ain't that right, Stewie? No? Well, okay then. Anyway, uh, I've been making a bunch of videos on ships that I don't really play that often. And this is, I guess, one of them. When I was scrolling through my port looking to see what I wanted to play today, I saw this thing. I was like, I haven't played this thing in a while, so, uh, I already have that guy blacklisted, so that's always a fun thing. But anyway, that aside, first things first, threats to my ship. Des Moines has radar. Schroeder can be annoying if it walks at you, especially in clan battles, but we're not going to get into that. Gearing, Z-52, Daring, and Holland round out the destroyer. That's of which only the Gearing directly outspots me. And then there's also a Baleo. So honestly, there's a fair amount of threats. There's a one very nasty radar ship and 4 destroyers and a submarine. So honestly, not the best, not the worst. I would have preferred that Des Moines to not be there, and I would have preferred there to be like 2 more battleships for me to farm. But you know what? You can't have everything, I guess. So right now, I think my game plan is going to be is gonna probably be just reverse into B here and see what I come across. Uh, I have I have this island right here that I can accelerate and hide behind if I have to. I will take damage doing so, uh, but it is going to stop me from taking like having to tank a full duration Des Moines radar, for instance. I'll only have to tank like 10-15 seconds of a Des Moines radar instead of like the full like fucking 50-second duration. So, moving on swiftly here. Uh, we have not spotted anything. Okay, there's the Schroeder. That Khabarovsk is getting very, very ballsy. I'm also on RPF right here. I don't think it's the Daring, because that's a fairly points-hungry ship. I'm gonna throw up my Hydro here, though. Yeah, it's about right. I'm gonna try and get a little bit more damage on him, but I couldn't put a sustained amount of damage on him because of the torpedoes. I had to accelerate there, which is unfortunate, but oh well. What can you do? Schroeder is walking. And his Hydro is active, so that tells me that trying to launch torps at him is a waste of time. This guy is walking at me, though, which is kind of annoying.
Problem solved, sir.
This man is literally just gonna straight up walk.
I need your support.
Alright, so right now I think my best bet is going to be trying to find. it's a hard call to make, because that Schroeder is going to make life interesting for me. Although he's probably about to get dev struck by the Kearsarge, if I'm being honest.
Smoke generator started.
Or he's just going to do this. You know, if he's just going to sit broadside like that, I'll definitely be down to farm that. No, it looks like he's... yeah. Alright. So right now, I think my best play is definitely going to be trying to take back B and possibly even kill that Gearing. The Petro has radar available now, although I'm not going to have my Hydra to protect me from Torps, although neither does he. Never mind. Okay. Alright, so we don't know where the Holland is. He's probably fucking off. Okay, Gearing Torps have passed. That's good for me. There's the Baleo way the fuck over there. I'm not going to be able to kill the Gearing unless I just dedicate like fucking 5 minutes to chase him down. But he's also faster than me anyway, so I'm really not going to worry about it. Right now, I think my play is just going to be, I guess for now, stick with this Shima. And if he spots another destroyer, then help him gank it. That's pretty much it. Because we're behind a ship, although we are about to get a cap to help make up the points difference a little bit. A side is falling apart very swiftly. That Baleo, very generously donated.
Reporting the target position.
The Gearing should win that fight there. I'm gonna just gonna put Torps out like that.
Smoke generator started.
No, the Repub's not going to nose in here. I honestly thought he was going to nose in and then just try and shove through that channel, but no, he's not going for it. Although he still might. No, those aren't going to hit anything.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship. Torpedo, get ahead.
Hello? What's this man doing? Aside from gobbling Torps? Yum yum yum. Well, okay. That just happened.
Torpedoes to starboard.
That Petra... life is about to get very interesting for that Petropavlovsk. With a Repub, like, literally right there. Alright. What I'm going to do now is I want to try and get into a position where I can single fire that Repub if he tries to rush at the, I also want to support my Gearing against this Daring over here. I don't have Torps for another 20 seconds, so sorry, sorry Petro, but you're on your own for right now. I have to deal with this Daring.
Screen set.
And this is a thing that I see a lot of other destroyer players, or rather Royal Navy destroyer players in particular, get wrong, is that you are a gunboat, right? You want to be shooting as much as you possibly can. I'm just gonna unload this into the island there so my torpedo tubes will reload, but you want to be shooting as much as you possibly can, because you're not I mean, you have okay torpedoes. They're usable, but they're nothing special, right? Your bread and butter are your short burst smoke screens and your DPM. So you want to be putting all of that to use as much as you can.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Alright, and now that the coast is clear from the Repub, I can go and challenge the gearing.
Torpedoes, direct front.
I might end up taking this torp. Okay, that was close. Never mind, we're good. We're good.
Good game, everyone.
Okay, and the Holland's about to get stomped by a Grosser Kurfürst that he somehow managed to get spotted by. Not sure how, but he did. Or never mind, that's gonna happen. Still think that the gearing should be able to deal with the Holland after he had a Kurfürst in his face there. Montana and the Des Moines. The Des Moines could pop up here, which would be very, very unfortunate indeed. And yeah, that gearing should, in theory, be able to deal with the Holland. Gearing is pretty healthy in that he's not even getting shot. Okay, now he is. I think that Holland's going for a torpedo run there. That's what would make sense. And of course the Satsuma's turning all the way away. Because reasons.
That's how it's done.
And of course he turns all the way away as soon as I launch the torps too. But whatever. You know, if I face check that Des Moines, that's about to be very, very unfortunate.
Capture that area.
We don't have to capture A. It would be nice, but I'm not going to go for the risk of just running face first into a Des Moines. And of course the Satsuma turned all the way out. So whatever. That's unlucky. I wanted those torps to hit so I can get some more damage, but oh well. There's the Montana there. And I'm waiting for that Shima to just get completely radared off the face of the map. As soon as he steps into the cap here. And does he die? Not immediately. Okay, never mind. There's a Des Moines, like right fucking there. Okay then. What that guy's doing there? Who knows? But either way, he's about to have a Columbo getting, about to make life very, very interesting for him. And he is, radaring, obviously. Fun fact about radar, in case you weren't aware. When you're getting radared in a cyclone, okay, obviously, like during a cyclone, visibility is limited to 8 kilometers. However, if your ship or another ally, or really just your ship, has radar, you'll be able to render ships out to the range of your radar for its duration. So, for example, that Des Moines radar lasts, however long, and it's a 10-kilometer radar. So that means for the 50-something seconds that it's active, that Des Moines player will be able to see things all the way out to 10 kilometers as opposed to the usual 8 kilometers that you otherwise would be limited to by the cyclone. So that's something to keep in mind when you're dealing with radar in a cyclone, whether you have it or another enemy has it, or really anybody. But it's just something, like I said, it's something to keep in mind. So And that Des Moines is firing AP at a bow in Colombo, by the way. Is that Kearsarge about to get dev struck is the question. And there goes the Colombo. And there goes the Satsuma. So let's see. That Des Moines' guns are all pointing somewhere else. And then there's a Montana just like kind of there. Just casually there. I kind of want to get another game cuz that one was only 16 minutes, but we all know how well that other second game went yesterday. You know what? Fuck it. I'm getting another one. And if I suffer, then I hope you can have a good old laugh at my expense. Stewie's like literally covering his face right now. Stu, you don't want to see me suffer? You don't want to see something funny? Well, okay. You know, I don't even know if the microphone picked that up because I'm still running through a broadcast, so it might not have even heard that little meow right there. But if it didn't, then just know that he did a little chirp meow right there while he rolls over the keyboard because just cat things. It really is the joy of having cats is when they roll over your stuff while you're trying to use it, just like he's rolling over the keyboard now. But that's why we love him. He's also cute and he's sweet, so there's that too. Anyway, enough of gushing about cats. We've got CVs, so ain't that fucking beautiful. At least there's no submarines though, and at least we have the Nakamov and not them. So there's that. Not going to be getting 10k'd by skip bombers out of nowhere this time. I'm going to report this guy for divvying with a CV. And I have no one in the game blacklisted, interestingly enough. That's a relatively rare thing at this point. So, right now, looking at the matchmaking, first things first, threats to my ship. Richtofen can spot me. Shimakaze straight up outspots me. Yu Yang outspots me, although albeit barely, unless he's ledge mod, which he could be. We don't know yet. And then the Holland, I tie his concealment, and I outspot the Marceau. And I also have my smoke to help me against him if I have to. So, right now, the Edinburgh is the only potential radar on their entire team. He's not confirmed to have. Well, I guess the Yu Yang could as well. So the Yu Yang and the Edinburgh, as I like to call it, not Edinburgh, Edinburgh, are the only potential radars on their team. So right now, what I'm looking at doing is I'm going to be a little bit more aggro here. I kind of want to try and maybe face check one of the destroyers and troll him into shooting at me so I can smoke up and farm him for free. And they'll be forced to either smoke up themselves or just eat a bunch of damage for nothing. Because if I can troll them into shooting at me, they'll be spotted by the Shima by their gun bloom. So when I smoke up, I'm not spotting them anymore. But since they fired, and as long as the Shima is close enough and has line of sight, like it's not blocked by the smoke or anything, that Shima will still be able to spot them because of their gun bloom. And that will give me at least 20 full seconds of just free farming them. Unless they smoke up or break line of sight or something. And our first victim is right here.
Smoke generator started.
Now the moment of truth. Is that a radar, Yu Yang?
Torpedoes to starboard.
No, it's not. It's a smoke.
Smoke screen set.
Alright.
Torpedoes astern. All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
I really didn't get as much damage as I'd have liked on that guy, but oh well. I'm gonna put torps out like that. I really don't want that guy to accelerate. Come on. Get stuck on the island. No, I don't think it's gonna happen. Rip the dream. Oh well. Holland is still stalking around here somewhere, because I'm still spotted. There's Edinburgh shots right there. Honestly, I could consider just flat out rushing this Yu Yang, because he can't torp me, because his torps are on reload, and even if they weren't, on reload, they're deep water, so they can't hit me anyway. So we have A here, so that's good. We're about to lose B, and we're contesting C. So I think right now I kind of want to try and get some just straight up kill. I kind of want to just straight up assassinate this Yu Yang. The key word there is, of course, try. But this Yu Yang is a little bitch, and he's just going to do this. Never mind.
Critical engine damage.
I'm not going to get the full assassination off,
Main turret critically
but I did manage to get... I managed to chunk him pretty good there. So... Alright. That thunder is not going to, Thunder's not gonna sit in reverse. Shino's pointing nose in.
generator started. The ship is on fire. Smoke screen set.
Yoshino.
Sir.
Put torps out like that. And I'm also going to haul ass here, because I do not want to be in that smoke with a Holland that close to me. Yu Yang somehow managed to get away, but that's fine, I guess. Yoshino's just going to sit on that rock, it looks like. Yep, and as predicted, there are the
Torpedoes astern.
Holland torps. Yu Yang's about to get away. Or die, rather. Holland also got, so that's always fun. I'm just gonna leave the cap there, but honestly, I'm just gonna let the Shima take the cap there. The Shima and Trump are there. I don't need to be in the cap for that. What I'm more interested in doing right now is I want to try and play for B here. Because if I can kill one or both of those destroyers, and take B, that'll put a lot of pressure on the enemy, because they'll be down 3 destroyers, and they'll be down 3 out of 3 caps. So right now my game plan is going to be getting one or both of those destroyers off of the board. Although it looks like that Tromp and Shima are about to be in Marceau trouble, so they're gonna have the Goliath to help with that. If they can at very least trade there, that'd be good. The Goliath is on his way, so hopefully he'll be able to help out the Shima. And the Shima also has his smoke, so he can just smoke up and fuck off. And then the Goliath will kind of pop up in the Marceau's face and be like, "Hey, surprise!" Or never, or well, just that can happen. So, and the Shima's in A. All right, this is fairly good for us. If I can corner that Shima in A, I'm not gonna be able to gimmick him with my smoke because looking at, unless this Ama guy is like right up there and has line of sight, but actually I might even be able to just straight up torp that guy. If he slows down, which he's doing right there. Okay, so assassinating the Shima just became a lot more probable. At first it was a little iffy because Shima guns do hit very, very hard, and he has a much better turret arrangement than I do, where he has 2 turrets in the rear, so he can kite away and still maintain 66% of his firepower, whereas I'm chasing after him. So right now, my main thing is I want to kill this Shima, and I also want to take B. I'm also just going to be a little bit safe here, and I'm going to pop my Hydro, just in case he tries to luck chuck some torps my way. And now I'm going to try and pincher this Shima in between the Amagi and myself. Or he'll just die to that. So, alright, good deal. Alright, the Hindenburg is low, and he's gamer turning in front of a Hawk and a Yamato. So, good luck to him. You know, I say this ship's not a, is not a torpedo boat, and here I am with 2 torpedo kills and 3 torpedo hits. But, you know, whatever. Those looked like Yoshino shells, I think. Or, I don't know. Probably Yamato, actually. I don't think they could have also theoretically been the NC as well, but I think it was the Yamato, just based on the firing position there. I have been able to play a fairly good torpedo boat daring game so far. I kind of want to close in a little bit, I want to get greedy here, and okay, never mind. I'm not going to be able to get that greedy.
Smoke generator started.
Now Yamato's paying any attention.
Set.
Which he is. I'm gonna switch to the armor piercing for this, because he is broadside. The question is he going to turn all the way in or not? That is the question, and also the question is, can I aim good? The answer is no. Although he's literally about to straight line. And he's literally about to gamer turn in front of the Hawk as well. I mean, to be fair to him, his options are either gamer turn or eat torps, so it's just my luck that he chooses the gamer turn, though. Really, he's gonna dodge all of those. Well, good on him. I don't think we're in any danger of immediately throwing this. We would have to all die in order for us to throw, just because of the point situation. The points and cap situation, rather. And there's a guy launching ASW at me because reasons. And thank you very much for that shot there. I appreciate you spotting yourself via gun bloom. And there's fire. And this carrier is literally blind dropping me. That is really annoying. The carrier could be anywhere by now, but honestly, he's probably right there where he was last spotted because carrier players. And yeah, that Yamato's full health. Nakamov is on the other side of the map. Worcester's full health. Goliath is mostly healthy. And that guy's about to die. Yeah, this game's just yeah, it's done. So, that was the Daring and the Royal Navy destroyers in general, really. Remember, when you're playing these ships and this particular line, just remember that your smokes are your bread and butter. And you want to play around your guns more often than your torps. So basically, the opposite of what I was doing for most of that. But basically, just keep in mind that you are a gunboat and you want to be shooting as much as you can. And to do that, you can either open water like a jackass, which I wouldn't recommend doing unless no one has their guns pointing at you, or you can play around your smokes, play around friendly spotting, and as you saw me do with that Yamato, play around gun blooms. Troll big caliber ships into shooting, or just wait for them to shoot at someone else, and smoke up, and then just farm them for 20 seconds. And then just rinse and repeat that. So, that is going to be it for today. It was a fairly decent couple of games, and I hope you learned something useful there. So, on that note, I will see you tomorrow.